everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm the City Witch. So this is going to be your free reading for the month of May, and the oracle cards I've chosen to work with this month are the angels. So you're going to be receiving some angel guidance for May. Now, as always, I have group 1, 2 and 3, and all I want you to do is concentrate on the cards for a few moments, guys. Connect to their energy and choose the one you feel most drawn to. That is the card that will offer you a message for the month of May. So I recommend you pause the video at this point to do that, and then I'll start reading the cards. So the first card, so this is for group 1, we have the Angel of Friendship. So the Angel of Friendship straight away is suggesting to me that there's some kind of conflict going on in your friendship circle. There's something you've noticed that's changed amongst the group, and there's some group dynamics that are developing and evolving at the moment. Now, this can represent a conflict that's currently going on, or a conflict that you're about to experience during this month. So obviously this is going to be an upsetting situation, but your angel is here to help you through it and help you understand why this conflict is occurring, and the why of it is particularly important. So you have to understand the conflict in order to heal it and in order to move on from it. So this card also indicates to me that you're at a crossroads in your life with this particular friendship, and your vibration has changed. Now, I've spoke about vibrations before in some of my other videos, but when your vibration changes, you sort of raise to a new plateau of energy, and that vibration of that plateau resonates with you and manifests things that you've been working towards for a long time. And that can be a multitude of different things depending on what you've been working on. And when you reach that plateau, the last thing you want to do is have your vibration brought back down to that toxic level you were working so hard to get rid of. And sometimes when we raise our vibrations and move to a new level of energy, what that means is some people can get left behind, and some of these people are friends that we've had in our lives for an extremely long time. And just because you're working on your energy doesn't mean they are. So if they're not working on their energy and they remain at that toxic level, constantly in that why me kind of attitude, oh, nothing happens for me, I always experience bad things, I've got a crappy life, they're always in that why me attitude and energy, they just vibrate and manifest more of the same all the time. And if you've worked on yourself enough to manifest higher things in your life, working to make yourself better, improving yourself spiritually, physically, mentally and emotionally, and you reach that plateau, that can sometimes mean that we need to let go of old toxic friendships that are clinging to us and trying to drag us back down. Now, this card is a great indication of this. This can tell me that a friendship is not resonating with you guys at the moment, and that it's time for you to perhaps consider letting it go. And this is for your highest good. If you are considering letting it go, you obviously need to let it go for the right reasons, because letting a friendship go, especially when you've built a bond over a long period of time, can be quite upsetting and very, very difficult to do. And most people, I've got to say, guys, don't manage it. This is a difficult month for you guys, and I can see it here quite clearly. So the cards are saying it's not going to be easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. But by letting go of that negative friendship, the friendship that's bogging you down and pulling you back down to that negative vibration, you're making room for something different to come into your life, something new and something positive. Now, I'm not going to say the word better, because that friend might have been a wonderful friend to you at that point in your life, but now at this moment in time, perhaps you're recognizing within them those negative cycles that you're trying to get rid of, and perhaps that friendship just isn't something you want anymore. So I think it's a bit insulting to that long-standing friend, especially if it's hard for you to let them go, to say that the new thing coming in is going to be better than they are, because that's not necessarily true. It's not better, it's different. And the difference is it's going to offer you the same vibrations that you've worked at for such a long time. And when you're ready to start working towards that higher plateau again, all those friendships and experiences will change. And if that person, that new friend in your life, is also working to better themselves, then you'll find that friendship will be maintained and be long lasting for a very long time in your life. So definitely consider that perhaps letting go of that friendship is going to welcome in some new energies into your life. Perhaps you're ready for those new energies. Perhaps you're at the point where this friendship you've recognized for a long time, it isn't something that's good for you and it is time to let it go. Or perhaps at the moment, because another thing with this card, guys, is sometimes it's not about letting someone go, but perhaps challenging the way they are in the friendship. Perhaps they're not a great friend. You know, shitty friendships exist. So perhaps you're now studying and analysing that friendship and going, hang on a minute, why am I the one always doing this, always giving, always working on the friendship, and you're never the one at fault? Why is it when I bring up an issue you argue with me instead of proactively dealing with the situation? So perhaps this is about you analysing that friendship, putting in some strict boundaries and teaching that friend that perhaps they haven't been a particularly very good friend to you lately and that needs to change. So a changing friendship can also be a sign of this card. So the angel of friendship isn't here to judge you for anything that you're going through at the moment with these friendships, and the angel of friendship certainly isn't here to sort this out for you. That's not what they're here for, so they're not going to actively get involved. However, you can call upon the angel of friendship to help you heal and be guided through this situation and help mend the broken bridges and work through the problems that have presented themselves. So that's definitely something to consider and something you can meditate on, guys. If this is a friendship that's meant to be saved, then this angel will certainly help you save it and will help you recognize how you can save it. But if it is something you're supposed to let go of, then she's going to heal you and help you through it. Now, the last thing I want to say with this card that's coming through quite strongly is I'm getting the statement, see things from all sides of the situation. So there's obviously two sides to a coin, two sides to a situation, so two versions of events. So this card is indicating to me that perhaps you're not seeing things from the other person's perspective. Perhaps you're actually being the one that's being told that you're a crappy friend and that you haven't been very supportive, and perhaps that's true. But if it is true and you're kind of going, no, it's not true, maybe you need to look at yourself a little bit, kind of take a step back and go, is that true? Have I been a crappy friend? How have I behaved towards this friend lately? How have I supported them and guided them? Have I been there for them lately? And sometimes that's because we can get too bogged down with our own issues and our own problems, and sometimes we're just too busy, because obviously we all have lives, guys. But if that is the case, perhaps an apology is needed and extra focus and attention on that friendship in order to mend it wouldn't go amiss. So this card is seriously asking you to look at your friendships, analyse them, really work on them, and consider what needs to remain in your life and what needs to let go of. But also, are you a good friend and have you nurtured your friendships in the way you're supposed to? So definitely some deep meanings there for group 1 in May. So I'm now moving on to the second group. So group 2, you have the angel of patience. Now, patience isn't a word people like to hear, and I have to say this word quite a bit in my business because it's quite a strong statement we have to say in witchcraft, is everybody wants to know when their spells are going to manifest. But the reality of it is, guys, time is man-made. It doesn't actually exist in the universe, meaning that the universe doesn't understand the human concept of time. So there is no way for any witch to tell you exactly when a spell is going to manifest. They can often give you a rough time frame when something might manifest based on various divinations and wax readings and what they're seeing and experiencing from the spell as they're casting it. But they certainly can't tell you in advance. They can tell you what might happen as a result of doing a spell, what energies are going to impact the situation you're working on, but they can't flat out predict what's going to happen. The reason for that is because humans react to all situations completely uniquely. So how I react to something, it's probably not the same way that you will react. So the word patience here is probably a swear word, and a lot of people really don't like to hear it. But the angel of patience is here to remind you that you need to be patient, and what you've been working on up till now, the month of May, to manifest something in your life, your desires have been heard, your efforts are not in vain, and it is coming to you. However, this is a very slow acting card. It's telling you that while it's on its way and your message has been heard, you need to be patient because it's not around the corner and it's not coming any day soon. It needs fresh energy. You need to put new focus and intention upon what you're trying to manifest, and you need to think a little bit about how you're behaving towards what you're trying to manifest. So it's no good, you know, going to bed one night and focusing on your goal and trying to manifest what you want, but the next day whinge and complain about it, because you're actually working against yourself, guys. So this card is indicating to me that you need to slow your roll, calm down, focus new intention and effort upon what you're trying to manifest, work towards that goal, because let's face it, the universe never gives us what we want if we just sit on our asses and do nothing. So this can be a clear indication that you haven't worked or put enough effort into it, and that's why it's taken a long time to come to you. So whatever you're working on, guys, you need to put fresh energy and focus into it, new intention, and it will come to you, I promise. But it's not around the corner. It's going to take more time and energy, and obviously patience is the biggest message here. So it's definitely going to require patience on your part before it'll come into your life. So sometimes we want something instantly, and in reality that isn't the case. This also can be an indication that you're not putting enough energy and effort into what you're working on. So what I mean by that, guys, is it's like setting a goal, but then you do absolutely nothing to work towards that goal, and then you wonder why you didn't achieve that goal. Well, being blunt with you guys, you didn't do anything to work towards it. So this card is a very clear indication that you're not doing enough to manifest what you're asking for, and you need to put new effort into that. It's also telling me as well that you're setting goals and you're not actually setting maybe goals that are achievable. So you need to start small and work into bigger goals later on. So that's something else I'm getting from this card. So whatever you're trying to work to manifest, guys, perhaps reevaluate that and really think about what you want, and also think and ask yourself the question, does this thing I'm trying to manifest, does it serve my highest good? Is it something the universe is going to grant? And is it something that is truly something I desire and I want? Because there's probably other things you could manifest a lot quicker in your life, because your life right now might be more enchantable for those things than it is for the thing you're asking for right now. So that is the message from that card for you guys. I'm sorry, but you're really gonna have to rethink the month of May, and whatever you've been working towards up till now, really not enough energy and effort has been put into it. So you definitely need to put more energy and effort into that and actually work towards your goals, figure out how you can work towards your goals and actively do it. Show the universe you're serious, and the universe will respond in kind and bring that thing into your life, manifesting it for you. Now we're on to group 3. Group 3, we have the Angel of Relationships. So this is a negative card, I'm sorry guys. This card is telling me straight away that there are some relationships right now that are experiencing some issues. So for you guys in group 3, this could be a romantic relationship, a business relationship, it could be a relationship with a family member, or perhaps even a parent and a child relationship. So whatever you're experiencing at the moment that has some problems, that's weighing heavy on your mind, this card has picked up on it, and the Angel of Relationships is working to help you. So you need to meditate and call upon this angel to aid you with this issue. So you require clarity to see both sides of the situation. This angel will assist you with that and help you through those challenges. So you definitely are not seeing the other person's perspective. You're a bit closed off to where they're coming from in regards to this issue, and you need to be a bit more open-minded. I'm definitely seeing that for group 3. Be open to negotiation and perhaps even sacrificing some things in order for this relationship to work and be healed and continue in your life. Now, the word sacrifice is not a very pleasant word, and a lot of people don't like it, but what I mean by sacrifice is sometimes we have to give things up that we like in a relationship in order for a relationship to continue, because perhaps the other person actually doesn't like that thing that's in the relationship, or doesn't understand it, or can't comprehend why it's there and present, because we're all different people. So negotiation is definitely one thing that's very strong with this card, but sacrificing, giving some things up is also equally as important, and I'm picking up that really strongly from this card. With this card, you will be guided to the best possible way to heal this conflict. Now, this conflict might be that your higher self is actually working to prevent this conflict from getting any worse, and perhaps this the higher forces, they're not actively trying to stop this situation, and they're not trying to make it better either. What they're doing here is they might be trying to prevent you from making the situation worse, working on you to do some healing on the situation, helping you grow to understand the other person's perspective. So they're working on you, not the situation or the relationship itself. They're working with you to aid you, and your higher selves are definitely present here. I can sense them coming through, guys, really strongly. So you're being guided, you're being loved, and you're being healed during this difficult time. If you wanted to connect to an old flame, and that's what you've been working towards, I'm sorry guys, but at this moment in time it's not possible. This card is a very clear indication that working with an old flame right now and trying to get someone from your past back in your life just isn't possible right now, and perhaps you need to let them go. So I feel like this card is saying, don't work towards that goal right now. That goal isn't something that's achievable. Maybe work on yourself with some self-love instead. If this is related to a family matter as well, the message I'm getting is that that situation needs more attention and love than you've been giving it, and that's something you need to work on. So there's some family bonds there that have become frayed and disconnected due to lack of attention and care. So that is the message from the Angel of Relationships. So I hope you've enjoyed your reading, guys, and I hope it's given you the guidance that you needed. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this reading and would like to book me for a private reading, you can do so through my Facebook and Instagram pages. All the links are in the description. If you'd like to offer your love and support to this channel, you can do so through Patreon. And for those who do, thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Blessed be.